Hey guys, AI Guide episode 11 here. We've been talking about transportation. We started talking about trucks. And speaking of that, do you guys like movies? I do. I love to watch movies. And AI is really starting to show up in movies a lot. And what I'm thinking about related to trucks specifically is the movie Logan. How many of you guys saw Logan? In Logan, there was a big part of the movie with AI trucks. You remember all the parts on the freeway where there were the fleets of trucks, one right behind another, being driven autonomously? That's what's coming. You could see it in the movie Logan. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's wild. They call that platooning. So there's two levels of autonomy we're talking about now. Level 4 autonomy with the human safety driver in the truck is already going, as we talked about last time. Southwest Virginia, there's runs being done by Mercedes, Daimler, and there's other companies obviously involved in this whole thing. Embark, Waymo, Tesla, and UPS. So there's a lot of activity in the trucking sector. But all of it right now has mostly been on level 4. There's only been a couple of runs of level 5 full autonomy so far. But that will get more and more common on freeways. The hard part, right, is the local stuff. Once you get off the freeway, you've got traffic lights, congestion, stop and go traffic, maneuvering trucks into loading docks. All that stuff is pretty tricky. So that's the level of autonomy that's being worked on right now. One day they'll get all that, but it's a little bit of a way off. But the terminal to terminal along the freeway runs of full autonomy are going to get increasingly common over the next 5 years. So 5 years from now, it's going to be common. And the whole idea that they showed in Logan, platooning, really isn't level 4 or 5 autonomy in a way. What that is you can use AI to allow trucks to follow each other much, much more closely together than you can without AI. Humans need time to react. AI doesn't. And platooning is you've got a human driver in one truck, and then you've got 4 or 5 trucks maybe behind it, and they're all very, very close together. And that does a lot of things. One is it greatly increases fuel savings for the following trucks. So the question is working out a system where people take turns to lead a platoon of trucks so that over time everyone balances out with the fuel savings. But the other thing, of course, is you got one driver running 4 or 5 trucks. And in full autonomy, when those things get to the nearest terminal where they need to go, they can pull off and pull into the terminal parking lot, and then a human driver can jump in, maneuver it around the lot, back it up to the dock, do all that stuff, pull it out of the dock so it can go again. All of this is going to really, really ramp up by 2025. So keep an eye on Tesla, keep an eye on Waymo, keep an eye on UPS, and keep an eye on Embark and Mercedes. This is all big trucks, great big trucks. The other thing that's going on is there's a company called BoxBot and probably others that are working on the local deliveries, meaning the smaller trucks that go around through the neighborhoods and everything. If BoxBot pulls off autonomy with that, that'll automate the last mile, which is very, very labor intensive. So the idea is you get an autonomous truck to go to a center point in a neighborhood, and then something else that I'll tell you about in a couple of videos does the delivery to the doors. So things get really, really cool. Actually, there's 2 other things for actual delivery to the door. We'll talk about those shortly. But as you can see, there's a hell of a lot going on in transportation, which makes it a very, very exciting sector for AI. Talk to you on Tuesday.